E-Tang gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another video, man. Hey, peace and abundance to everybody watching right now. But I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button so we can get this video in the algorithm. Follow all my socials, you know what I'm saying? But you guys have to make sure you don't get left behind. You know, the rapture is happening right now. It's been happening, right? Now, the definition of rapture, there's two different definitions. One is an extreme feeling of pleasure or joy, right? And then we all know the other definition, which is in the Bible, which talks about how people are going to be transported to heaven, okay? I need you guys to understand, though, that everything trickles down. So it happens in the spiritual realm first, then the mental realm, and then the physical. The physical realm, the 3D, the matrix, is always the last place where change occurs. Okay, so it's been happening, guys. It happened in your spirit first. This is why people started to wake up. You know, you had this urge to want to do better for yourself and to walk a righteous path. That's your spirit. It trickled down to the mental. You start thinking different. You start making better decisions for yourself to lead you on a righteous path. And this is what the shift is all about, is you start to separate from the ones who aren't waking up to that call. You start to separate from everything that's unrighteous. Everybody is still waiting for something to happen when it's already happening. We're already in the middle of all this. This is why you start to think different. You start to change the way you move, you know, and that's a blessing. A lot of people don't think of it like that because they're outcasted, or, you know, they're not being validated like they used to be. You know, your friends and maybe some family might shun you just because they don't understand you anymore. But that's because you're shifting into a new reality of yourself. You're going into a place of joy and happiness for the hard work you've been doing. So right now, this is your time. This is your time, but you got to keep making the right decisions for you. You can't fall for these traps. See, a lot of people are going to get left behind because they're not upgrading fast enough, right? We got to constantly upgrade every single day on what's going on, what's being put in place to catch us in a snare, catch us in a trap, right? And some people, they're not getting the hint. It's not getting through their brain. They still thinking that this world is going to go back how it was pre-2020, and it's not. 2020 was a time for everybody to go within yourself. With all the lockdown and isolation that was going on, you were supposed to gain self-awareness, self-love. You were supposed to awaken during that time. That's when all the truth was coming out. You know, it was an explosion. It was a golden age. But some people didn't catch that hint, and they're still trying to live how they used to. And these are the ones that are going to get left behind. You know, they just recently had, like National Burger Day or something, I believe. And I've seen a few people talking about it. I didn't know too much about it, but I heard they was giving away like cheap burgers, like 1 cent, 50 cent. And some people fell for the trap. You know, you got to always think before you make moves and analyze the situation. Why would they be doing this? You know, why would these be so cheap? Because nothing in life is free. You get what I'm saying? I remember one time I bought, this is when I used to eat eggs still, and I usually get the brown carton, right? The organic. They're more expensive, but they taste better and they're more healthier for you. I remember one time I switched up and got the cheap white eggs, and I got sick. Immediately after I ate them, I got sick. And I learned my lesson from that. Never again. If something is too good to be true, if something is damn near free, then there's a catch to it, right? But if you're not upgrading your consciousness, you're going to fall victim to these traps every time. You know, it's like your phone gets an update every so often. These updates happen for a reason, to keep up with what's going on, to keep up with the energy, to keep up with the people. But we are getting updates too to be able to keep up with the traps that's being laid for us. Because this world is getting very heavy. So we need these light codes and upgrades constantly to keep us above water. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like if you ever played the game Elden Ring or a Souls game, and whenever you fight a boss battle, right? We all know Souls games, you die a lot. That's just what happens. But the more you fight that boss over and over again, that boss starts to adapt to your moves, right? So you might think you got a pattern figured out, and then next thing you know, he'll do something different because he's locked on to your pattern. So the same thing with life. They get locked on to us awakening and us making better decisions, us eating healthier, right? Moving righteous. So then the traps get more advanced to try to catch you. Okay? This is a time for you to sit to yourself, meditate. You know, it's okay to go out and do things, but you want to try to stay to yourself a little bit more in these days. All right? Because you need to be in tune with yourself so that you can be in tune with the Most High within you to make the right moves and to be protected. Because things are getting crazy, guys. It's really getting crazy out here. And a lot of folks don't want to believe it because you still see the world moving as it used to, but that's just an illusion. All over the world is chaos right now. Okay? And you got to be tapped in. The shift is happening right now. This is why time is moving so fast. It's giving you time to get yourself together. You can put the work in and you're going to see the results twice as fast right now. That's to help people catch up, because a lot of folks are getting left behind right now. This is your time to really focus on your vibration, focus on your energy, your emotions, how you feel each and every day. You know, people getting caught in these traps, buying this cheap food, and you're not worrying about your health. You should be tapped in to the point where you're eating better now. You know, we supposed to been upgraded past eating junk food. You need to be fasting. You need to be using your herbs. You need to be eating foods from the earth. Okay? You got to catch up. You got to speed up. Because if you don't, man, you're going to fall victim. Right? And it's going to be your fault. It's going to be all on you because there's too much information out here right now for you not to notice. The truth is being put out here left and right. The veil is lifted, so there's no more hiding any truth. Everything is in plain sight right now. But it's your choice. This is your life. So, you know, you choose to live how you want to live. If that's what you want to experience, if you want to experience the chaos in this 3D world, in the Matrix, then that's your free choice. But if you want to live pleasant, if you want to stay above the high waters, then you'll start to move accordingly. Okay? You got to tap into yourself, though, and you have to pay attention. All this drama that's being put in our face, distractions left and right, man, all this is for a reason, to stop you from gaining knowledge of self. It's to keep you sleep from yourself, sleep from your purpose. All right? I'm not saying that you got to be in monk mode. That's not what I'm telling you, but be aware. Have your head on the swivel. You know, you still want to live a balanced life, but you need to know what's good for you and what's not. What's a trap, you know, and what's righteous. Because a lot of folks right now is easy pickings. Easy pickings, easy money. It's not even a challenge. The challenge is you. The challenge is trying to bring your vibration down so that you fall victim, so that you get caught in the snare. Right? That's the real game. That's the real hunt. Is you. Right? There's many forms of attacks. The goal is to keep your energy so low that you can't connect to source anymore. That you start making bad decisions. You start going back to your old self, your old habits. Every day that you wake up, claim your day. Write it down. You know, you can do the 3-6-9 rule, where you write down what you want to manifest, write down your affirmations, write it down 3 times when you wake up, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times before bed, right? This is how you manifest things. I don't know if they still do this, but when I was in school, in elementary school, whenever we got detention or in trouble, we would have to sit in class and write on the chalkboard 100 times, "I will not act up again. I will not act up again." I don't know if they still do that, but there's a reason why they made you do that. Write the same phrase 100 times. It's spell work. You are writing a spell. It's spell work. So by the time you finish writing it 100 times, you just manifested that phrase into your life. So now you're not about to act up again. We didn't know what that was at the time, but being aware now, that was all just spell work. So you can do the same thing for yourself and write down what you want in your life. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not evil. Okay? You're just being in control of your life. That's it. And you need that today. You have to gain back control. Because if you let something else control you right now, it's going to lead you right to the slaughterhouse. Don't get left behind. This is your time to shine. This is your time to elevate. The world is not going back to how it used to be. The world ended 3 years ago. We're in a new timeline right now. Everything is new. Everything is being birthed right now. Okay? But the chaos is happening because the old has to be torn down. The old ways have to be eradicated. Make sure before you go to bed that you release what you don't want to take into your next day. Make sure when you wake up, you claim what you want to bring into this day. All right? Every single day, you got to do this. There's no more time for you to forget and for you to get lazy. All right? You need to do it every single day now. Meditate. Sit with yourself for 5, 10, 15 minutes and just go through your thoughts, right? Explore your mind. Go back through your memories. Start unlocking things. Start figuring out what you need to get rid of. Start figuring out what you need to do to better yourself. It's very important right now, guys. So don't stay asleep. Make this shift. Go into the rapture, the pleasant, joyous world that we're all supposed to experience. All right? With that being said, guys, I hope this resonated with someone, man. I hope this video can help you out. But if you still need extra help, I do one-on-one consultations. I'll leave a link in my description and in my pinned comments. Y'all have a beautiful day, man. And I'm out. Peace.